Hi, welcome to our Grace Connect tutorials. As always, my name is Esther, and this episode is about how to use the Lead app for your group. Now, unlike most of our videos, this tutorial is designed for anyone using a phone or a tablet because this is an app that's only available on phones and tablets. This is also only available to group leaders and assistant leaders. So if you're not a leader, you won't need to watch this video. So let's start out by going to wherever you normally go to download your apps. So I'm using an iPhone, so I'll be in the Apple App Store, but the Lead app is also available in the Google Play Store or wherever you normally go to get your apps. Now, once the app is downloaded, go ahead and open it. You'll see that it asks you to find your church. There are so many churches using this system that they need to make sure you're logged into the correct church's site. Here, you have two options. Either search near me or enter your church name. I'm going to choose to search by church name and enter Grace Church. Now immediately it asks me if I want to allow the Lead app to use my location. This is a very safe app, so I don't mind hitting allow. When I do this, it adds an option to look for churches that are within 50 miles of where I'm currently located. As you can see, Grace Church pops up as the only result and is the correct church that I'm looking for. Now, if I turn off the location option and refresh the page, it's going to tell me that there are so many results that it might be hard to find the church that I'm looking for. If you really don't want to use your location, then it's going to be a bit more difficult to find the right Grace Church. When I hit no thanks, it will now show me all of the results of my search. Grace is located at 6969 Sheridan Boulevard in Arvada, Colorado. So as I'm scrolling through, I know I found the right one when I see that address listed. This Grace matches our address, so I'll go ahead and click here. If you accidentally click on a church while scrolling, you can easily go back to the search by clicking on this arrow in the top left corner. Now, once I'm at the login page, I'll enter my username and password that I would usually use on a computer. If you need help logging in, just watch our earlier video about what to do if you don't have an account or if you forgot your username or password. Once I log in, since I have an iPhone, it's going to ask me if I want to enable Touch ID so that I can log in with my fingerprint. Depending on your phone, you might be asked a similar question. This is completely optional and up to your discretion. Personally, I have that enabled for an easy login. And if you ever change your mind, this can be updated by going to the Settings tab once you're in the app. Now you'll be asked to create a passcode in case your Touch ID doesn't work, and also to enhance the security around the app since you can access a lot of personal information while in the app. You can make your passcode whatever you want it to be, just make sure that you'll remember it so that you can log in later. For now, I'll use 0000 as the example. Now when you first log in, this pop-up will appear about how you can rearrange your menu bar icons for easiest access to what you will use the most. So let's hit Customize It to do this now. Out of the 6 possible options, 4 of them have the ability to appear down at the bottom of your screen no matter where you are within the app. Whatever you don't pick will always be accessible in the More tab on the bottom right. Groups, people, schedules, and queues are the default 4 options. Within your options to choose from, there are 3 noticeable things that are not going to be used by a lot of people besides staff. Those are queues, schedules, and notes. These 3 functions of Grace Connect are mostly limited to staff, so you likely won't even see anything in those tabs. Because of that, I recommend choosing groups, people, and settings as 3 of your 4 pinned tabs, and the 4th can be whatever you'd like. To select a tab, simply hold your finger over what you would like to select and drag it into the spot that you want it to be in. Whenever you've chosen what you'd like, click Save on the top right. You can change this at any time by going to the Settings tab and clicking on Customize Menu Bar. Now that you've customized your tabs, the app will default to opening at whatever you put into slot number 1. For this example, we put groups in slot 1, so that's what the app will now open to. You'll see a list of the groups that you're in, as well as a place to search for a group if you need to find one. While this app has some amazing functions it can perform, just keep in mind that it won't be as detailed as logging into the website on a computer. Now, a lot of the things that you can do in here are really similar to what you can do online. For example, when I go to the People tab, it will give me a list of the people who are in the system, but also a place to search for people if I'm looking for someone specific. Like we've talked about in other episodes, you likely won't be able to see a lot of information in people's profiles unless they've marked you as a friend or have loosened up their security options. Most of the people that you'll probably be looking for are in the group that you lead, and it might be easier to access their profile by going through your group, so let's keep looking at this group page. I'm going to go into Grace Garrett's small group, since that's the only group here that this profile is marked as a leader for. Now when I click on it, I immediately have some options of things I can do. I can take attendance for current or past events. I can look at groups' messages. I can see a member list. I can send a group text, which uses the Twexting system, see groups' needs, and also see any special days coming up, like birthdays or anniversaries. This is a really cool feature of the app because it's an easy way to find those special things happening in your members' lives. While the interface may look a little different, these areas all function almost identically to how they do online. So if you're confused about a particular area in the app, I recommend watching our episodes on those functions and how they work on the full site. The only other thing that I'll mention about the app is that it's really handy for small groups if you like to take attendance and write down prayer requests during your meeting time. Instead of trying to remember everything and send it out later, this can be done under attendance and functions very similarly to the online version. Again, please watch our video on taking attendance if you're confused on how that works. Okay, that's all you need to know about the Lead app. If you have any further questions, you can always email us at graceconnect@grace-alone.org and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Otherwise, if you liked this video and you want more information like it, like the video by giving us a thumbs up, click subscribe, and you'll see our other tutorials about Grace Connect. Bye!